Tao xe em nó đâu cho em đi ra, em ngồi em canh khi nào mà nó nhiều chuyện nó đi tới lui nó dẹp ra khỏi cái xe mình cái em lùi rồi em đi. Nó nói I don't care.
You know, have you remember the first time you come to Canada and you visit the supermarket? And you talk about 30 years ago. You know, right now, many people in some part of the world, you're not so surprised about the supermarket. But the part of the world I came from 45 years ago was a different thing. There was something called supermarket in Vietnam. You know, the very first trip when I come to America is to ask my sponsor, the people who helped me, just like I now have a sponsor is an American family, and you can expect me to go to a place called Sears, you know, remember Sears? Sears, JC Penney, and I was amazed how that thing is. You know, and
Quân hỏi là sao cái link được đó.
Buy stuff, you know, that shows them how to shop, and all those. A lot of the time passed in 10 years. I'm not in church work. I moved. I started church work and later on I worked at the who I started so at 36. You know, me and my wife tend to be in our little circle where we are. But I did it inside. I know that it was fun. We're not a big spender. In fact, we have our money set properly. In America, we didn't know this thing happened. First, we have a few birthdays. Eventually, we have plenty of birthdays, and almost every week we have birthday. That's just when you have one kid, I have a small birthday, have two kids, have plenty of birthdays. I begin to do some math later on and find out every time we invite like 20 kids to our kid's birthday. I have two kids, 40 of them. So 40 of them will invite my kids to their birthday. So now 20 plus 40 is 60, so we have 52 weeks in the year. So almost every week we go to the birthday. In San Jose, they have a place called Chuck E. Cheese. And I spend my Saturday. And then the Vietnamese love birthday. In Vietnam, they have no birthday. They only have that day, you know. They never celebrate birthday. The only thing, every time somebody would buy the house, let's commemorate my father's anniversary of that day of my grandpa, grandma, but nobody do birthday. Here, we just like revenge on the birthday. So everybody knows birthday. First the kid, and then the adult. The older people, when like they also birthday, they try to remember their birthday also. And then after that, we have people begin to get married. So wedding. And then when you get wedding, they have something called, they get pregnant. And then before they get pregnant, they have shower. So I see my day, it's, and you know what, it sounds funny, but it's painful because it is, my budget is not fit to do it. So every month we're always behind. First, 100, 200, 300. Because you don't go to empty-handed, you have to come with something. So every Friday you have to do a lot of math. You remember last time he invited us for their birthday, their anniversary? My kid, they give the gift $20. So we got to buy something $20. They will do $10. They were too cheap, so we have to do a lot now. And that's how we get to the problem. However, as a positive note, that if that thing doesn't happen, if I always have plenty, I wouldn't be interested. I always short, man. I was mad. My wife began to have another job, and here, you know, even I'm the intellectual part of the family. My wife, very nice. She always say, "He's coming." My mother-in-law, I love my mother-in-law. Don't let your husband go to the kitchen. Okay? Man is not part of the man, so I enjoy that. I always read newspaper, watching TV, because I need to be well informed. My wife has to do the washing, the dishes, the cooking, and care of. So then that woman had to take care of everything, have a full-time job, and we short of money, and she's an accountant. She can find another part-time job to keep outside the hour. So we want a job and a half, and that's where it really hit, because I see that she will drop the clock. And that's where the reason I come to this is. I try to find a way for a social worker background to find a second income. Nowhere. I don't know where I. And one Saturday morning, I come to a meeting, not like this, but in the office, to do a presentation. And it was the biggest life-changing meeting I ever had. I could not believe it with my eyes that somebody say in that meeting that you can make money on the flexible funding. You can make $500,000 or $500, you make $1,000. You remember 37 years ago, somebody tell me you make $500 a month on part-time is like music to my ear, because that's what I always short every month. And here's a solution. So my long story short, I joined. Oh, however, no, I don't join easily. I get out of that meeting on Saturday and go home about noontime. I was in town. I had a solution to my life. And my wife there in the kitchen with a visit friend was standing right there. And I said, wow, we are being rich. She had a sweet smile over me saying, because I've been saying that to her during the 6 months ago, we was in Amway. And I sell a big drink because we sell a lot of vitamin. But she keeps counting the number, the time, whatever. I say, you work so hard for months and months, and you make like $20. So she discouraged me for that. And now I tell her this thing. Well, the guy stand next to her was my best friend. Say, what are you talking about? What company you just see? I told the name of the company. And he started laughing. What's so funny about? You were the last guy in San Jose who know about this deal. Everybody knows it already. I hate these people. But it's not over yet. That night, like usual, we go to a family party, whatever. My wife begins to say, so enjoy that company. The other guys say, yeah. And everybody look like I'm one of the dirtiest guys in the room. My appointment to come back for the interview was Monday. But Saturday and Sunday, I ready to quit. Somehow, for some reason, I come for the interview Monday and move. I guess that part about me, I know enough about my wife because she's very practical. And I know all of my friends. My friends have opinion about everything. Everything they know, and especially everything they don't know. So I need to see. So instead of like quitting like most people, I come to see the SMD and talk to them. I realized very quickly most people who listen to us or see our message, they will die out of business, just like me, within the first 24, 48 hours. That's common. When you talk to someone, this happens. About 48 hours. And then, anyhow, I joined on Monday. And I start going out and see people. You know, I was at a point in my life, you know, part is just, I really have no choice. I gotta find some way to make money. But the other part of me, I think bigger, is that I feel like I always, deep inside, I want to do something big with my life. As part of something that I call bigger, which I come to you later on, because I believe after so many years in business, there is no intellectual, there are no smart, there are no dumb people, there are no big men, there are no small men, there are no big woman, there is no small woman, but there are always people with vision, big vision, and people who have little vision. It's not good. I work with people long enough, I know, you know, reflection for all the things happen, with all the rejection, even the first 24 hours, and later on, consistent rejection for the last 37 years I did the business. What matters every time I deal with a person, I bring a person in, I find a person who have a vision, gonna last, or gonna stay, and people who have no vision or have little vision, eventually gonna be out of it. Whatever doing that. Anyway, we talk about my life with that vision. I joined business with all the doubt of my wife, so with my family. You know, then I learned very quickly, like after that, it's my first appointment. My first 8 appointments. All the people so close to me. People I know for sure I'm gonna get them joined. People I know for sure 101% they will buy from me. And I have a really awakening is that nobody in the first 2 days. And my wife again, see, I told you so. But what kept me is that hidden vision inside. For some reason, I still don't quit it. And it was beat up a lot. For the first few days, but thanks to the Tuesday night, I get to the office. I tell you, I owe my life for Tuesday night and Saturday morning. If I don't have those plays, don't have the meeting, I never exist in this business. Because only in that Tuesday night began. Only that Saturday morning, I have people who look like me, who feel like me, who think like me, who think that we can do it. Outside of life, nobody believes what we do. Everybody, in fact, people always question, Sean, what did you do? My wife said, I don't know what the hell is going there. She knows what I do, but she don't ever start to say exactly I sell life insurance, you know. So she kind of, oh, no, whatever. And I begin to have a difficult communication with my wife in terms of what I see and what she
quay đem cái
sees
chân
or she don't see. We have a
Chân nó
một
cũng
cái để
cái chân nó cũng cao.
kéo
and I stay on the business and I get dressed up, go to meeting. I love those meetings because I felt refused. I felt a way out. I felt I find a group of men and women who have the same thinking like me. I must say to you that for many months and years, 10 years in the US, I begin to feel very alienated sitting in the Saturday night with no friends. Because how can you not feel lonely? I'm in the same group of people, same cousins, same friends, and same face, same couple. And they walk in with a bowl of things, I know exactly who do that. Somebody good with the noodles, somebody good with the soup, somebody good with the sticky rice, whatever, I know, whoever favorite, they're gonna bring that one. And I know exactly what they're gonna talk about. And do that for 10 years. I was very lonely with that. I don't feel I connect with that anymore. And here, Tuesday night, I come to the office, it's like heaven to me. Saturday morning, it's like my biggest vacation for the week. I go see that Saturday morning, we have five. I never see somebody who talk about their dream. I never, in my circle and those years, I never heard anybody who talk about making big money. It seems like the minute you talk about big money, you commit a crime or something. But here in those offices, this was encouraged. We have a guy who, like me, who stand up on the stage, begin to say something from their heart, their dream, and what is important to them. And you see those men that always want to do better than their children. They want to do something for their wife, even their wife or their husband doubting. Basically, I find the best people that are like me, who want to be. And that's why I fall in love with business. And even though I don't have any success in the first several months of business, I have nothing but rejection and rejection. You know, it takes me more than a month to recruit the first person, who's my cousin. And he joined, and his wife kept yelling at him. And the day that he get licensed, she forbidden him from going to get licensed, so I have no license in my case. Pretty close. And, I get one meeting after the other, but I still stay after 4 months. So 4 months later on, as I dress up, go out to the field every night and prospecting people. One night I stayed with one of my best friends from college, who was the manager of an electronic firm, and I began to do the flip chart representation with him. And my wife is there. We wait until everybody go home because that day they have a birthday party for him and like that. So about 11 o'clock, I do the picture halfway. My wife stops and says, she asked what would you do? I say, I'm the cooking. She said, to do what? I say, to do the business. She say, what business? I say, making money. And she say, where's the money? Same thing she told me when I was an Amway day, right? Well, you know, today we make fun about Amway, but without Amway, I may not be here also. Because it takes crazy people like me to join anything. Because I want to be somebody, I want to get out. Today, there's a lot of join any deal out there. And I realized that there's a lot of people like me who've been so desperate for a chance. I would join anything. You know, and I gotta try something. If it doesn't work, then I will try something else. So anyway, she stopped me from that. And where's the money? And I was furious. I mean, probably already built up from her anger about me going out every night. And all the anger from that I have from her, it talked about me. Son doing that thing, whatever. Come out at that table and we fight right in front of my friend. Of course, we never put the guy ever in our house. But we are not fighting in the car. All the way from his house to home. And I say, you are so rude. You ruined my reputation. This is my potential prospect. He knows a lot of people. Blah, blah, blah. You were so wrong. Of course, I always right, right? But the last time, that night I looked at the ceiling. And I know that I'm wrong. She has the right to say that because I didn't make money. In fact, I know why I didn't make money. Because I like to go get. But I got close. Now I ask for the check. So I am at a crossroad right now that she put out the rejection. She would get bold right now. She attacked me. So I have to make the next move. So I say, like, I will prove to you. And you know what? But after that, I make $2,000. But after that, I make $3,000. So right after that, in 3 months, I make $7,000. Guess what? Average. So I joined in May. I put Paris 7 months later on. It was February because the airline ticket so cheap. Round trip to Europe. At the time, I didn't know that people expressed about to be defunct. So they on sale the ticket in February to Belgium. So we fly to Brussels, and then we take the train down to Paris. He said, why the hell we go to Paris in February? I say, it's romantic. You know how many times I read literature about snowing on a statue in the garden of Luxembourg, you know, so beautiful Paris in the winter. But actually, I think it's cheap in Paris at the time because winter, you know. So anyway, my long story short, you know, we go back to Paris. She said, we came. I am changed a lot. You know, Paris is the benchmark for me. That for the first time, I see that I can do it. Within 3 months of trying, I was able to do something that for 10 years I would never be able to do. That I thought when I get to US, I would be able to travel the world, but I could never. Most of the time, with 3-day weekend, I would load my kids, drive all the way from Northern California, go down to Anaheim, and maybe the best thing to take them to Disneyland. Or some of my friends would take to go to Reno or something. But I think to go to travel, to go to Paris, like it never happened. Maybe will happen when I'm 60 or maybe 40, 30 years from now. But we did it in 3 months. And with the understanding that support of as we get to really my tech way. You know, my vision is different. Not to say about this. You know, vision and the action in Figma, the business come together and really change the course of my destiny. 2 years later on, and so that year I ended up making $22,000. You have to understand it's a big deal for me. 37 years ago, $22,000 on a part-time basis, where my take-home pay is also $2,000 as a director of a social service agency. And then 1986, the second year, I make $62,000, which is over $5,000 a month on a part-time basis. Another time I joined a company with self-home insurance. They still today, you know. Each sale we make, we earn about $250 or $300 on a personal contract. But I make $5,000 on part. So we write app almost like 15 to 20 apps personal a month. What seems to be so difficult, the first 4 months cannot make a sale. Now I make sales every night. Every night. I walk people home. About 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I know I have a sale. In fact, I'm getting better about recruiting. Almost I know that anybody I talk to will join. So we go one time, third year, we make over 100,000. In my circle, in 1980 states, I don't know one person make over 100,000 35 years ago. Some engineers or whatever, some even managers make about 60,000 was big deal in Silicon Valley at the time. I mean, 140,000. And I move on. 2 years after that, which is 89, I make almost 4,000. And I become 88, I become CEO. And 89, I become DPC. No, 89 and 90. Okay, and 91, during that time, I might close to 4,000 stuff. You talk about those years, 1990, 1991, you might $4,000, what's the value of money today? So that's really a big deal for our family. But I decided to change colors and walk away from that income and move into working with this company to start with DNA. That's what it is today. And a couple of years later on, in 1995, somewhere 90 later on, stop from there. So I have a question. Oh, by the way, today you know how much money I make? Want to know? Yes. I don't know how much money I make. You have to ask why. There's people money. I know I make a lot of money. I have an idea. I'm pretty good at numbers too, but I don't need to look through it. Because I count the number of people I have. I have a formula that's if I have 100 people working with me, so I gotta look at when I have a meeting, I have 100 people, and my team will show up. I get it. Prove me wrong. Say my number. The growth of people who make but however, people who make little money to a guy like 70 or 80,000. That's all. It's a very short instance, but it's also the longest instance in Canada, obviously. So let me ask, how many of you here like to earn 7 figures? But why you not? Why you not also, are you working on it? No, you cannot go on it, but you don't understand that. You can, I'll tell you what the number is. When I start out in this world and try to make money, in my world, when I'm 26 years old, I have no idea about making money. I just get out of college, we are in the war. And all I do is just try to survive. So my family, all my brother were drafted to the war, and I'm one little guy. They about to drop me, and you know what? My dad died when I was 16. My mother had 10 children. The 2 oldest children in war, and I'm the next one. The only thing I can do is if I have to be study hard to stay so that I can be able to maintain myself in college. When I get out of college, I supposed to go to the military. Or I can try to jump over. And one of those few people who has a very difficult task that I allowed to be able to go much. So I always think about survival. I have no idea to make money in Vietnam. There's no way you want to make money unless you inherit from your family. So by the time we get to the US, the same thing happened. The reality hit me. For the first 10 years in America, I see no money, but I see a lot of debt. Small debt. Small people have small debt. It's our way of life. And the notion of making $100,000 is a very difficult notion. After all, my income is $27,000 pre-tax. Take home pay is $2,000 a month. Less than $2,000. So I think somebody at a time of my 50,000, they are really doing have a good job. Somebody like 60,000, 70,000, they usually manage it. To make it 100,000 is so unthinkable. But the second year of business, I told my wife how much I get. Here's what she said to me. Really? But you know what? When I make $5,000 part-time basis, I see if I go full-time, I got like 100,000, and I was right. And I know the number. I have a handful of people, and like 100,000. What if I have 10 times those handful of people? Yeah. But I must say that in that office that I worked up, nobody say the words of the people. Everybody like 100,000 people. And next year, I will like 150. But dude, I one of those weirdos. Not only I say to my wife, I say publicly to anybody. So I didn't make a million right after that, but next year, I'm in 250. Next year, my 300. And next year, I close the 400. So let me talk with you about progress. And doesn't take long for me to figure out the number one problem and the number one challenge of this business. That's including myself, including my wife, and including my upline. I declare McMillan where my upline never declared. Including everybody in the office. Nobody talks about it, but I did. I see that so possible. After all, in 1987, when I talk about the company at the time had 70 people that were here. And I only make 5,000 a month. But I see myself like a minute. So that is a big gap. Today, I see a lot of guys work with me. Even today, there's still a lot of people happy with $50,000, like 5,000 a month. In fact, there's a lot of people, majority of people come here, they stay at 50,000. You know, they have a job that they pay them 60,000, 80,000, or even 100,000. Here you have 5,000 extra. Fantastic. I work part-time, have $5,000, and a lot of people like to stay there. They never want to tell anything more, or they never do something about go full-time, they never do anything. They just happy go, they will hang around, sometimes show up. In fact, you can make $5,000, don't even show up the office. You sit at home, you get on the computer, you do some virtual, you know how to make sales, you can make sales. You can make about 3 sales a month, like 5,000. Part-time basis. But most of those people, you think that this year make 5,000, next year make 100. No, they stay 5,000 forever. They never go full-time, they never try harder, they never show up in the office. They always want to be on part-time. They do something so little, as little, and they can't to make $5,000. And no expenses, no nothing. Me in front of the computer, that's all you have to like 5,000. So there's a lot of people cover business, like up 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and never make a breakthrough. Usually do, and then there's a few people less after that, do a little bit more, and they make 6 figures. I call 6 figures people. So here I show you how to Right, and then see. Is it clear? Okay. Let's talk about vision. Before I get to this business, I never, in my vocabulary, the word vision is rarely used. To me, I'm a person more on television than vision. Vision is maybe for some scholar or some fancy people out there. But I get to this business, it becomes clearer within the first year and the second year. I'm just always wondering why these people, maybe them better than me, know more people than me, smarter than me, have more connection than me, they have everything better than me, and yet they could not do anything. In fact, some guy even saying, I have a funny story. There's a guy
Em cũng mang nghe
who joined me and he shaved his
dễ
head
mang hơn.
long time ago. Being bald, no hair is very rare in 40 years from today. It's fashion. So that guy, I put it in and I say, simply that you have different style of hair. Say, no, I want to be on. I want to shave hair because I want to charm myself. Say, what charm? See, I want to learn to meditate, to control my own emotions. So I have a retail business and I sell a lot of stuff for kids. An old kid will make fun of me. And I learned to, because my hair, and I want to control my emotions, so to be able to be calm. I'm meditating. Awesome, man. So you never get angry. Yeah, I learn to control my emotions. I don't get disappointed, whatever. You do a perfect job. We have a lot of challenges here. So, yeah. I think this guy gonna last forever. So he joined me and he begin to recruit. Now he's challenged not to be a kid, but I know. People, he's gonna go the same thing like us. So his friend begin to laugh at him, reject him. So first few days he looked calm, later on he looked a little bit emotional. About 3 weeks later on, he's gone. So I say to myself, okay, most people don't know about the business because you think you can control this, but you don't. And I always wondering what kept me going on, what kept people in my kids staying, and who I cannot keep them. It's not about a level of meditation. It's not about control yourself, but about the level of it. I remember all these years, first 4 months, the reason I stayed in 4 months without making any money. And months and a year after that, even today, 37 years, what kept me in the game at this moment is still the only that kept me is not because the money I made, the capital or because of the day I have no vision, you don't see. The reason I say here because I have to come up with a bigger vision. I want to educate 30 million people. That's the vision that kept me. That's the vision that kept me on the road 37 years and probably will find another 37. And then also the one who give me energy and the strength and try to be useful spirit to stay in the game. So in very few months, I begin to see people who have vision will stay because they have vision bigger than their fear, bigger than rejection. Without any money, any success, is the vision to carry you through. And when you have little vision, you stop right there. You have to develop your vision. You go on. I see men and women become CEOs. Stop right there. I see people make 200,000. Stop right there. I see people make 5,000. Never broken more than that. And I see a lot of people make $1 million. No more vision. They die out of it. Well, it's okay to die out when you make $1 million. But you know what? I see a lot of people working with me. They could be able to make 10 million today, but they stop at 1 million. I have guys who make $1 million, 3 years business, and this year in the last 20-something years. To him, his whole life business is like 7 figures. Yeah, we have people. I have guys under me who I never see him for 1 year. They live in some funny place or anywhere in the world. Collect that wonderful income. I see people who stay there 50,000, 60,000 forever. I see people who make 100, 200,000. Why? Why do you make 200,000? Why do you make 500,000? Why do you make 500,000? Why do you move up? Why do you won't quit and you enjoy so fast? When you begin to distract us and whatever, why do you make 5,000? Some of them make 5,000 and not making 3,000. Some of them because this 5,000, the thing still grow, and for 500,000 they make 600, 700. That's case like that. So I study not only the new people, but the leader, my leader. I have the guy who first generation to me. I don't see him for 30 years. And he's like 1.5 million. But you know what? When I did last 30 years, if people who work, you didn't how much money. But he didn't make 1 million, 1.5 million today. He quit at the time. He became in the field. And he made about 300,000. He quit. Lo and behold, building him under him now, he made 1.5. So we have to see him. So I see so many people deserve to, but you know what? Why have I said that income? You cannot do something that you don't see. So vision and action have to be good, have to be and why two people have the same education and background, and one very rich and one young guy who's struggling? You know what? They have the same background, but they have different grades.
có cái nào không có cái nào.
Oh, I don't know why you talk about my wife. What you do
kêu
in
kêu
the
nó
day
không có
now,
trời luôn lỗi tụi mình
that people
Không đến văn phòng đúng không? Còn online chứ còn nó có đăng ký nó không
but every people
không chịu đăng ký.
nó không có lúc
That's what my bank is paying.
đâu có học
50,000, 60,000, 70,000.
thủy thế thì không có thủy đẹp rồi.
Dẹp đi bả luôn.
So let me answer those of you who raise your hand to make an answer. Are you still remember you just raise your hand? What do you want to do to feel that?
Thì ông nói cũng là của em.
Are you
Để
active
vô lại
right now?
Ông nói là tự nhiên
Up to your level of thinking. Yeah. You can tell me your vision in millions, but your action, your action is millions, or your action is $2,000.
nếu mà chỉ có được học cái bà
Không có cần chuyển nặng gì đâu, bả với em bả muốn lên một mình bả cũng được.
chuyện là mình muốn chuyển chủ lại sạch phải bà muốn
When you deal with people, you see the person have no vision, you will see that the guy has no action. Or you see the guy has no action, you will know the guy has no vision. This happens anywhere. You go to your workplace. The employee type, or yourself, look at the mirror, what type of people you are, what type of action. You know why people stay at $50,000 job? Or some people, this is I find very crazy, is that for some reason it's harder for me to convince people who make $40,000, $50,000 or even $60,000, $70,000 to join business. And yet, and many times I'm more successful to recruit people who make 100,000 plus. I realize the guy who makes $50,000, $60,000 happy with what they have, and yet the guy who makes 100,000 thinks, I don't get paid enough, I need to make more. So when you work with people, it's all around you. Not only in this business, all around you. You can tell these people have vision. Or they have no vision. And you see people that have no vision, they don't believe in anything, they don't think anything, they just guess around. What will be good? And they will lock themselves in that $60,000 income. They wake up early in the morning, Monday morning, they make sure they be on time for that $60,000. And they make sure they stay in the last very minute of 5 p.m. to get out. And they go to that routine until Friday. Thanks God, it's Friday. They have a restaurant chain celebrate that group of men and women, which is very big in America. It's the richest country in the world with a land of opportunity. They have a restaurant called Thanks God, it's Friday. These are the last 5 days stocks. And Friday, talent. Now I have a chance to go to Toys R Us. My dream. I'll figure out tomorrow how many birthday parties, weddings, whatever, I'm gonna have a chance to go to Toys R Us. Last time when Tony and little Tony come to bring the gift to Nick, my son, they bring $20 gift. Now I have to buy something $20 or more, otherwise they think I'm cheap. So I walked into Toys R Us with a list. So I do something. My happy bag, walk around. And then Saturday, I go to Chuck E. Cheese. You know, they have so many birthdays, and I hang around there, jumping from one Chuck E. Cheese room to the others. And then now, nighttime, even better. There's about 2 party waiting for me. I'm very popular. So sometimes I have to go one and they say, no, I'm not going to be able to stay here long because they're not one day. So we pay party hospital because we are very important people. So we go to one party to the others. And then Sunday, America, they have something called football or barbecue. Most people in Vietnam were not very sport-like, but the minute they showed up in America, they know everything about sport and celebrity. They know where that guy who that guy married, what kind of car he drives, and all the statistics of that guy. That quarterback or that wonderful guy. We talk about that on Saturday afternoon. And Sunday, to do the laundry, Sunday afternoon, go home and ready for the next Monday. Don't mess it up. That's how we feel. I don't want to change anything for my $60,000 dream. You tell me you're ready? Come on. Saturday morning? You know Saturday morning also important to me. I have birthday party, I have this, I have to go tonight, I got a post-birthday party. My wife would not let me get out of the office. Are you kidding me? So when you work with people who have no action, not that problem. Just know this. I understand a long time ago, my job is to help people like that. I was there, sit in those parties, hang around with those people, get drunk after Friday, see my life pass away. They have no plan, no vision, and talk about sarcastic about other guys talk about world business, making money. Now I get out of that group, I know behind my back, every Saturday night when they talk about me. Son, you're gonna be millionaire. Ha ha ha. That's what they talk about. Then you so when you recruit those people, they're gonna be around with you. They're gonna some of them gonna stay, most of them won't stay. Don't tell me that they quit. No, they don't quit. Oh, there's something wrong about it. They don't learn anything. No, it is written. The only thing I can say that for people is that they show up in the office, so that we're gonna be able to stretch the business. Our business is not about being stretched. It's not about investment. That doesn't matter for those men unless they see themselves doing something with their life. So my job is always, first of all, to find a way to bring the person to the office. To have to begin to get the employment of more of the routine, of desperation, of I want to get in out of the Employment when a lot of crazy men and women talk about making 100,000, or they talk about some big guy that come up with millions. That's why I tell people, if you bring 10 people to the office on Tuesday night, on Saturday, you have 10 people show up, I guarantee you make them done. You have 20 people, I guarantee you make them done. I'm not saying guarantee the client will allow you to do that, but most likely. It's all about people. It's the number of people at the meeting is the number of people who vision always stay at that level. If they don't show up, their vision is thing. No vision, no action, no money. Because people only act on what they see themselves. They always act on their vision. I invent this. My life home. Bring people, give 10 guys, make them stop. I figure out very quickly after that, if I have 100, I might win. I tell my wife, she doesn't see it, because I have vision and I have a problem. But there's something about funny about vision, guys. You want to know the secret? Who said that? Okay, get out of here. Somehow, if I keep saying I'm not going to be able to, and I say it all the time, and no matter what my wife say ha ha ha, no matter all my family, or my in-law, or my friends keep saying that, but I keep saying that. I don't know, I say it about 100 times, and I keep saying 100 times, that no, you're wrong, you're crazy. But I think maybe by 101, 200, they're so tired to say no. But now they don't reject me. So I talk about like 300, 400 times. Maybe it's so serious. I say about 300, I begin to believe myself. So I think, oh, I've been saying that. And believe me, and I begin to act like something strange. I begin to build outside kind of thing. I'm the only guy in Northern California. Begin to expand to Southern California. I was willing to drive 7 hours to make one sale. I'm willing to drive 9 hours to San Diego to recruit one person. Because I believe me that I can make a win. And I see that I have to have 100 guys and 100 guys not going to be in San Jose. That is 50 states in the country and a few hundred big cities in the United States. If I just have one guy in the city, so I begin to believe that. So I begin to, the only guy in North Point is drive. I'm driving, and they're driving. Eventually, we have another guy driving with me. And I have 2 guys, 3 guys. And we begin to build Southern Point. And I don't stop there. So begin because I'm going to Southern Point, I see my income grow. And then I go to the access for about 10 times. I feel my blood is always back. Always somebody say something. So well, here I'm a principal to do and so on. Nobody has. You believe I gotta get out of house. If something going on, next thing to go, the guy out. Wipe out totally the team. Come back 2 months from that. Get another league. Do it in Texas again. It took me 4 or 5 years to do Texas. I'm successful Texas. I mean, you go to Florida, and you to go to Chicago, we used to go to Boston, Canada. And so there are more people around here to take what I do. Some of these crazy guys believe that I'm sure it's will make them better. So you talk about retention, about endurance, about stay long visit. It's not about training. I'm against training. But you can train the guy all day long, but the guy has no vision. How many times you have people license, knows everything, and die out of it? Not because of lack of training, but the guy has no vision. Especially nowadays with a bunch of Zoom people. How excited you are. Vision, television. Hey, television, show me your vision. Crazy. You think you're gonna, hey, right now you can make sale on the screen. During COVID time, there are a lot of people scared to die and then buy insurance. Oh, not you, the whole industry. They make a lot of sale because people are scared. And they have money to spend, they don't know what to do because they can get locked in, so they buy life insurance. So you have some people begin to make some money, through Zoom, you think that's a model. But those are, to me, the 60,000 people brain. The most of these guys just want to get the max out of the little thing. They don't want to go anywhere, including they rather sit on Zoom with a pajama. They're going to be 15 minutes away from office, but they would not show up to office. The minute I call them, I have an issue. They always bring mama, dada, and his children on Sunday, and I cannot say anything else. Otherwise, I actually cannot win with the people who So they say no, they will watch the office meeting on Zoom in the comfort of their pajamas. The bottom half. If you wore a bathroom, they just turn the camera up to the ceiling. What is something, what's so convenient? Those are
Cười đúng ý rồi, đúng không?
And you know what? Don't touch them. They will take that $2,000. Have to go to office, something, they go to war. So, if you want to give it a war, stand it perfectly. Here you are water for the street. We appreciate it. All they do is make sales, see their name on the street, in their pajamas. They have full-time jobs, or they are well, but that they work full-time. Some of the people work time. They don't go anywhere. And just work it out. They're not like a guy like me, you know. Innovation requires human beings. You cannot operate it by yourself or in front of the computer. You have to have human beings around. You have to be part of the crowd. A bigger crowd is a bigger do this because we are in the team doing this. So anyway, with no vision, usually no action. And you will find a lot of men or women out there in all walks of life. Small. That's what little action. Small vision is people who are a little better than people don't do. People who show up sometimes. Always people who will do something very calculated. If I show up, if I have something. If my downline show up, I will show up. If my downline don't show up, I don't show up. All vision people is that at the office, usually they don't show up, but you have a party, they all show up. These are people who are looking to make 100,000, sometimes 8,000, 100,000. Those people who have a plan to go full time. That's people like that, unless you trick them. Unless somehow, some way, you have to trick the vision so that they see themselves to be a matrix, particularly but they see themselves as a figure. You would think that every man or woman like you around here want like this. No. Don't be fools, including yourself. That's a big world between what you are right now and what you have to do to back on your ground. On multiple of them. This is the beauty of this thing. It's a dual. And very clearly, we have several, in fact, in my organization, we have hundreds of people who make over 7 figures. And I analyze those people. These people, some of these people, true event like this. Understand that a lot of people today can be here, but won't be here. They already have party, just don't go up there and say, probably I learned something already. I don't miss it. But some of you is here. So you get to the next level is medium. Come on, you can see them in the middle, the office more. These people that you know that they're gonna make between more or less about $1 million. They go full time. All guys never plan to go full time. I was there. It's so funny in 1987. I got at the crossroad of like $5,000 a month. My full-time job on 2,000. And my vision is not stretched yet. My part-time more than double my full-time, and yet I must go full-time. So I have a conversation with my wife and say, I'm getting to my max right now, with 7 terms, so it's like $5,000, I have like 27 a month. And with the underwriting, the paperwork, and only 5,089, we did the sale, the recruit, and the underwriting, I maxed out. I want to go full time, but I'm scared. By the way, I'm what you're scared about. We have no health insurance because I told my wife, other time, if we make enough money, you'll stay home, and we let her stay home. And now, if I go this one, you quit your job. If I quit this job, we have 2.5 jobs. Now, we quit the 2 full-time jobs, the half job right now going to full-time. They have to be able to cover it.
No.
We have no health insurance. But if I fail, but if we go full-time.
Rồi, ở nhà có người đang chờ.
So I'm scared.
Vô thì cứ
But I stay and make the
mở cửa thì có người mở cái gara cho.
And I make $7,000, but I max out every day. And probably that's what I'm going to say after the small break. But my wife say something that is a turning point. Give it a try. What you worry about the job? Job is always easy to find. I can go back to the job within a month. I can find a job. Accounting, right? Social worker, you are low pay. Any job out there will pay more than you. What do you worry about? So I go full time. I begin to get to from a small player to a medium player. You think I'm a very smart guy? I'm not that smart. Sometimes you need somebody and you give the rule to be able to stretch your vision. And a lonely man, very hard to develop your own. So I began to get to that medium size. And that's the point, making 100 or 200 is no problem. I don't aim for 100,000 at that time, I aim for 7 figures. And that brings me to the next level. Big vision is always hidden, you know. Well, big vision is verified when you see people is relentless. No excuse. You do it no matter what. You know, when you have people who have no excuse, they have a drink, any excuse to use, you have a guy in different leagues. In my world, whoever opens the world say, well, because you lose. You know, I don't work with a tendency and say, well, because I'm too low class or something. So it's not, you know, in the big man world, we never say, excuse me. It's what I plan to do with it. But we don't say, well, I have this problem. I love myself. When you talk about 7-figure brain, they have different methods. On time never been an issue. Have any appointment with any 7-figure or big player, you don't see the problem with the small player. You have to drag most small players, you have to call them, you have to remind them, and sometimes you have to keep in mind. The small player, you have to remind your start remind and then text them. The medium player is predictable, meaning you always see them. But some of them is not good, that will become a guy who go to the super trip and take a cycle to 13 or 23 now, or 100 or 2 weeks, those are medium players. I can tell, I think those guys never make big money. Very small people. They're very medium players. Because you're a businessman, you're a big player, you never do stupid things. Big man don't make a mistake. If we make a mistake, we make a big mistake, don't make stupid mistake. Right now, I still have guys who's about to come back to the US after we end up the super trip by 10 days. This is like this is their last trip or something. If you are big people, even time, they send you one email, you log in right away, and you forward her. I come here. I come to Toronto. You know how many people, like so-called green jackets? I host a dinner for them. I pay for it. And the guy doesn't show up. On his last minute, send me a text. Like, I just don't know what's wrong with you. You can never get the ability with that kind of. To become from one level to the others, you have all that ability and knowledge, but you never learn how to exercise. Because your vision and your action or your discipline doesn't match to that vision. When you deal with it, major player in the world, you have to learn how the successful people do. There's something special about those people because the way they talk, you find that these people never want you. These people have important issue. They don't complain. They never whining. They never show weakness. If you're a big player, if you are a seven figure, you do not allow whether it's with your upline. Unless for me, not one ever I would allow me to pick up a phone and say, well, because of this, that. I don't want to lower myself. So if you see yourself one, you have to learn how to build yourself up. Not only your vision, but then your actions have to match up with your vision. That action including a higher level of discipline. So if this guy is always relaxed and always talk about the vision, the figure is to me It's so easy, a lot easy than the guy who went and $100,000. Or it's much more easier than the guy who made $50,000. Why? People who always looking for easy or limit themselves to their own capability, go through 24 hours a day, but it's pretty difficult. They look easy, but not easy. Look at a lot of workers nowadays, they fight to stay at home. They find out very quickly, at home work is not that fun. I have never been meet people who company now is 5 to the stay home. They wake up early morning, in their pajama. The wife fixes the breakfast. Then they go to in front of the street. By noontime, their wife fixes the lunch. And go back to the street until 5, 6 o'clock. And his wife fixes dinner. And tomorrow, the same thing. And tomorrow, breakfast. Same breakfast. Tomorrow, at lunch, he eat leftover from yesterday. And he will about 7 days, he begins to eat. You know, the Vietnamese funny. They will cook a big pot of noodle, and you eat for 3 days, sometimes 3 weeks. Now they realize that before they can get out of the house, they can go to different places and life. Now you see nothing, you're in jail with lousy food. The same whole bunch of people go always never make enough money. They make $2,000, they have no expenses. But somehow, with $5,000, $6,000 extra, they buy a little bit bigger car, just fit enough to pay for a car payment, a little bit comfortable in there, but never be able to travel anywhere. They put up there to stand. They never be able to enjoy anything in life. They can never be able to take their wife, their care. I realized that millions and millions and millions of people in Canada never see anything outside Canada. Right there in San Jose. Right there in San Jose, I checked around. Very few people ever go to even New York City. And if they go to New York City, the reason they didn't go to New York City, they say, what am I going to do in New York City? $25% of Americans have passports. And most of them, if they have passports, they go back to their home country. If they don't go back to Manila, so that they're going to have people that can't do it. Now the Jollibee all day long. Everywhere you have Jollibee. You don't have to wait in line when you get to the town anymore. The Vietnamese people, my brother, for 20 years of travel, he knows go one place, Saigon. Before he died of cancer, finally he says, brother son, can you take me to Paris? I say, I'll buy tickets right now. So I buy it right now, we'll go next week. Next thing I know, too late, so we'll let him know. He never see Paris. But he see old Saigon. Only a handful of you go to Spain also. But you see what the most dangerous thing in the human mind in terms of business, in terms of building, or in terms of everything in life. He's the man who thinks he knows. Just like this is how he knows everything. Or people, you go to a good guy and say, no, I only have my size. I don't know about finance. I don't know what to do. I already know what you got. The guy who comes to this business, and for those who join business, I already know how you will work. How many talented men? What more than how many times? Why should I go to office? What do you want to teach today? Can you do video for me? Oh, no. Get me on the Zoom. So he went to Zoom 5 seconds, he go the other day because he already knows. Now for those men, let's tell you the most dangerous man right now in my business is the S&D. You know why? Because the S&D is the one who knows everything. So here you get the SMD, you get the highest contract, your contract equal with one win. With Liz, is with other Liz, whatever, your contract is equal like us now. You're equal with us in some of this business? Yes, you have equal contracts. You don't like us. So they have an SMD contract. And they get out, open their own business. You see, when they stay in your bake shop, you teach, you have a meeting, and first they sit in front row, later on they sit in the second row. By the time they come SMD, they sit in the back row. A lot of times they spend a whole way. Because they already know everything training in the office. So now I can get out of this guy bake shop. I'm gonna show him I know more than him. So you open your own office. That's where we have SMD. So as they open and begin to train people. Because he trained anything for you, he built up in the last 1 or 2 years. And he on his own, slowly. He wondering why. I'm that smart, I know everything. But my people begin to go to the second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, and disappear. How many times you build? How do you have SMD and D? You build 3 SMD, 2.5 die out. The other day I found out that one guy said, no, I have 3 and 3 of them now. How come you become SMD and you die? What a big waste. No, you don't die. You just have no reason to die. Because if you see yourself successful, you will not die. The reason people die out of this is because they don't see themselves in it. You can make your point. If I don't have to die, I don't have to die. The reason I like today, because of Tuesday night, so starting in the morning, those local events like this, and those big events. I never miss any meeting, big or small. I never miss a webinar. Whether I'm in Asia or where I was talking to, anywhere I go, I have to be on webinar. If I have time all day, if I don't show up, the office brings me problems. So I make money figured out. Very capable man. I don't have to tell you how good I am. You know what I do. So I understand me more than anybody. If I allow myself to lose, I will lose. How would you like me to stand like this? What if in a place and then you were with me and then that guy standing in front of the crowd, it looked like this, and outside the stage, it looked like this. I'm anxious about what the way I stand. It sounds like hard, but it's not hard. I stand strong. It makes you feel strong. I have two choices. Either I stand like a weak man or I stand like a strong man. Maybe I should enjoy myself and become a strong person. I have to learn how to talk to the guy. Should I talk in the down way or I talk to the upside? I have to be very attentive to what I talk to people. Why especially talk to myself? Because every single time I will talk about myself. I understand about me more than anybody else. And I know that I don't know. And I know a lot that I have to learn. I have a lot to learn. One thing I know, I need a lot of people. The more people I have, the bigger vision I could see. I cannot build anything. I think that is big in front of a handful of people. So, talk to you about me. The happiness or the struggle, whatever you express, and see that if you think there's a misery, or is something that you want to be, is that everything I know for a long, long time, do or die, grow or shrink, is so scary based on the way I think. Especially on my video. When I stop, I begin to have other distractions. I talked about just a couple of days ago. I talked with another player in the game. And he talked about his teammate, and the guy talked about high level with me and said, "I see my teammate. He have the minute the guy begin to make so informed by a big car, where he begin to build a house or something like that, which is something people always dream of to have. But it also say for him that the guy begin to be distracted and his mind is not sharp enough to focus on this number. And I say, I agree with you. That's the reason for everything happened in 37 years. I never pay attention to it. Let me tell you. And this is true story. It's not John story. True story. And I hardly buy any car. Any car you see in my house is my wife. You know why? I don't have cars. I never buy any house. Any house I live, that lady buy. This is real story. Anytime I know I go to new house in the morning. I go to work. My wife said, today, tonight, don't go back to this house. Here's the new address. When we make money, the first house I bought when I begin make money, this is how it works. I have no time. She keeps telling me to see the house before we buy. I have no time. Look, I have 100 people every day to make so forth. BPM on and on. So one night after PM at 11 o'clock on the way home, she brings a flashlight, drive me to the house and say, this is your house. Go ahead, bye. I know this is not the first house, it's not going to be the last house. Every 3 years, you buy another one. You know how that built by Goldtree? That building? How do you see how do you why? So one time we go to lunch after she do every day. And she said, have you tried to get you to see the new building you want to buy? I have time now. But we don't have chance to connect to the realtor because the realtor has come and open the building for us. Because there has a new lock here at home. So at lunch, we go to the building grocery at the time, just new deals. So I look at the window. You know, walk around the building and say, I like it. It sounds a name like Gold Street. That was during lunchtime of 15 minutes. That's how we buy it. Now, by the way, before and after, I don't know what happened. How she write a check, how she sign my name, I don't know. I'm here. See people buy a house, 3 hours. You see like a month, you don't see that. That's a small group. So how many you see people several days buy a car, even week? Small group. I don't attack anyone. I would say it's real story. I don't have time for that. You know when it's more I have time for? I cannot say no. Just don't do it before I go to the restroom, but you have, I mean, I know that something you do is important. So I don't mind. I have to be able to answer every text or phone call of my people. I have all the time. But you know what? With 10,000 people, and I make sure you guys don't bother the home office stuff right here. We have the whole staff. Another thing, I don't know how to get the website do it. I never log in. Every time I want to log in, which is about every 5 months or half a year, I log into the IFC website. The day I text Tammy and say, Tammy, what's the login number? Because it changes all the time. That's where I log in. But most of the time, Tammy, find out how to reach number. Tammy do it. I don't do it. I don't read email. I have no email. I don't have personal email. My email that 10 people read it. All the staff read it. My wife read it. So I tell my friends, don't send anything funny. I have no email. I don't have time for it. I paid several people to read my email. I have time to think and plan my trip. I have to vision is something that will go on. I have to believe what I do. I have to believe that 30 million. You know what? That 30 million doesn't come easy. It's still constantly, and I hate it every minute of the day. But I have to fight hard to keep it in my head. Because that's the only reason I stay here. If I lose that battle, and you see me in Paris. You know, I'm a very low maintenance person right now. I barely spend more than 30 bucks a day. Sometimes you usually spend about 50 every time you spend about $20 a day. If I have money more than you guys work one day and you guys work two, but I spend money. I don't know what to do with my money. But I spend my time and do those things. But I'm willing to spend $1 million, $2 million for your trip. I put out $1 million to Asia, I put $1 million to Europe, because every trip to be 2 years in advance, we have to reserve the room. And we have to pay 25% in advance, years ahead, so that they can save you the room for you to travel for 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 euros. I don't mind to spend $1 million for benefit, because you know what? Tell me how much it costs of renting this room. You have no idea until you rent an arena or stadium. How much you pay to rent a stadium for an event? That part I spent. I spend money big time on the only thing that matters to me is a big event. I spend money on events that change my life and change people's lives. This meeting changed some people's lives. Dallas changed big time and super good. If you don't understand that, if you think you know, you don't know. The problem is that the majority of people never know how to change their life. If you do, your life will change. Here, our main business is change people's life. Yes, you have, some of you may think, oh, yeah, make this a self-shrink. That's what you think. Most people like you thinks you know a lot. But it's not my business. Because I know my business is to change a person's life, just like they did to me. Nobody can change their life until they change their vision. And my job is to continue to stretch people's vision. I remember the first trip that changed my life, profoundly more than anything, is the day I took my wife to Paris.
Hello.
On my own commission.
Đang đâu?
I made
sao?
that money. That's why we work so hard with the contest and super trip. Some of you just do not know.
Mở gara chưa? Có chỗ để không?
You have to look into the eye of a spouse or the eye of a child when the parent takes them to a trip.
Thì cứ bỏ vô đi.
I don't know about other people, but I know my personal experience.
Bây giờ đi xuống đi được chỉ chứ không có phòng nào. Bây giờ bỏ đồ vô gara trước hay là muốn đi sao xuống phòng trước?
One time in my life, when about 10 years old, they took me to vacation on the seaside area outside of Saigon, about 2 hours away. And the day after he died, for so many 50 years, I still remember the only things I still remain in my dad is about the trip with him. Because my dad is a hardworking guy, never came home. He traveled and go back home once a month. I grew up most of the time without my dad. But the thing is that he was able to thinking about my mother and all of us and really put the time, take us on vacation. It's like a dream trip for our family. And my childhood is stuck to me on that. I see today, in one of the richest countries in the world, people make a lot of money. They have plenty of things, but they never have a chance to take their kids anywhere. A lot of times, people like us parents, they spend time with our people. You go to a party on Saturday night, the kids hang around with the other one, you get with other one, but not the same. And worse. But you're getting older, you never travel anywhere. And then you're sitting there in a little lonely room. Most of the time you stay at a nursing home or you live by yourself. You look down, your kids, they now all grow up. They never have a chance to know you. In fact, now they make the same mistake like you. They're gonna all go and hang around with their friends. They yak with their friends. My kids now yak with their friends. Like, children go yak with the kids. But as an old couple, I find a lot of old couples sitting there, they hardly know their children. They try comfort with a lot of grandchildren, but their children they don't know. They don't spend time with them. And also the children now also don't remember parents. They wouldn't go anywhere, do anything, party with everyone, but never think about their parents. But I saw that in all the super trips. I saw when a child, of all the money they make, they set aside a couple $1,000. Take that old woman, take that old man, and I can see how proud these men and women. I have a chance. My kids think about me, and at 60 or 70 years old, those women or men finally begin to have some connection with the daughter or the son who remember about them. That's why we spend millions with we had 2 years to have a trip for that people like that, have a chance people to do something so meaningful. Not now, long time ago. I always tell people that you guys are so lucky. I always wish to do it, but by the time I realize it's too late. Because by the time I come to America, and by the time my mother joined me, my dad died a long time ago. I never be able to show them anything. And my mother also showed you I kind of a legal text of any trip. But I accepted you guys who stop you from making for a few more sales to protect yourself. Who stop you from making a few more sales to protect your children. Your children are going to grow up so fast, you never be able to know. That's why we create this curriculum. Last one of this is I was wondering why you're willing, but you're not invest $1,000 or $1 million. Why you're not willing to invest 1,000 to get back $1 million? Why don't you invest 2 days so that you can save 20 years more? You know how many hours work I do a day? 100,000 an hour because I can make money in 1 year because I go to work for a year. Because I have 365 people work today. So that's why I make money today. 1 day for people work for 365 days. And I understand about the power of the big event. I do anything every year to make people a big event. I invest in everybody to go big event. You know what? If I can invest into anybody like this or any one of you, I can invest about 10 people and one to come become this. It's a big investment I have to do, and that's investment. Then no better investment in this business than investment. And you know what? But I always invest in myself. I'm a business player. I invest for myself a lot, and that's what I do. But if I'm one of those guys who try to spend the less, because I make little money and save the money, and I will have that. I spend a lot of money on the office. I build big office, and I have a lot of staff to support a bigger team. And my staff main thing to be organized and big. It's all. Because big events create big business. Medium events create medium business. Small events do the small business. Zoom, tiny business. About 2 square inches. You try to do this convenient. Good luck to you. This business building, starting with relationship and later on trust. You cannot have instill and create relationships unless people feel that they trust you, whether it's a client or a teammate. So Zoom doesn't give me a lot of trust. Nobody trusts me through 2 square inches. Trust create when they show that I sit down face to face many times with people. Your spouse or your wife, your husband never trusts me. They trust me because we spend a lot of time together. Or my wife and me have to see that family. This business is built on that, built on hard work, not the free work. Zoom is a tool. I love Zoom. Zoom nowadays allow us to go anywhere, to connect anyone in there, not only in Canada, but in the US. You are allowed to build in the biggest market in the world, in the United States. Today, you're not trapped yourself in Canada. You allow you to do that. But don't be fooled by the easy way. You build them and you don't see them, you won't have that relationship, and people will leave you. Because when people get the business, they have no connection to you, they have no reason to stay with you. We want this business because the reason people stay with me, I believe because of the level of trust. The higher the level of trust, the higher retention. Leads on actors to me for like 20-something, 30 years because of the level of trust. Because they know that they can count on us. Not only I can count on them, but one thing they know, they can count on me. And when people can count on you, they trust you. So this business is on relationship, but since you have that relationship, vision begins to happen because you have the trust, you have the confidence. Now you can plan something on your own confidence. Now I know I have a team, I have the people I can trust, I have a formal group. All I need to have 100 people, but I realized that I wasn't in 100 people. Immediately when I started, I need 10 direct people who really in it with me. And 10 people who work those 10 people, we'll get 10 and we'll have 100. And nowadays we have more. We have thousands of people. Some people right now, all you need is to overcome people who can trust and count on you. They show you commitment, but they see your commitment, and they're willing to put long-term working relationship with you. But you need to bring them to the vision stretching event of the event that changed their life. We are not just in the transition, we are in the vision stretching event. Everyone who walks through this door, their life will be changed only when the vision begins to expand. And what we do for Dallas is to give people the biggest vision decision in their life. For the last 37 years, every time I go to the annual convention, it's always for me in the sea of tens of thousands of people. I sit there, nobody pushed me because you know what? Human nature, anybody say you should do it or you can do it. Usually I always have to push out mentally. But here in the convention, nobody tell me anything, nobody demanding anything, nobody pushing anything because the more people push, the more I close. But here I sit there. I look on the stage, I look at people around. And I find my true vision. At that time, I begin to open up. And I begin to form. Every element in my head, my body, begin to come into place. So I will ask myself, can I do it? Is it something that I can be big? Can they do? Can I do what they do? Can I surpass what these guys do? Can I overcome the adversity? And in those 2 days, I have to face myself. See, I faced that loneliness many times in my life. I go to those Saturday, in those laughing people, drinking people, young people. Every Saturday night, I was a lonely man. Out of all these things, I said, what I gotta do with my life? What I do with my life? And I really can't do my life. I really can't. When it comes to this business, in a little office, I look around. Can I do like this guy? Always in the large crowd, I find myself. And I do my best when I get to a big event. When I sit among tens of thousands of people. Oh my God, this is something that is life-changing for me. You know, I'm in charge of my life, and I am in charge of changing my life. Not my upline, not my downline, not my sideline, and choosing not my wife. I have nothing to do with it. And only me, my own will, will make me grow, will make me persist among all the challenges. And any moment when my vision is bigger than my challenge, I always overcome. But the day a man, a woman, the challenge is bigger than the vision, the day I lost hope. I don't know if you here did not register to go down there. But I do this thing for you. What are you trusting right now? I've been doing that for years. I do it all the time. I'm not doing it to you. Here, the company has a lot, but I have a financial education. I have a vision, and I put out my money to do this thing. Don't worry about me. I have enough money. You don't know where you show up. I'll pay you it for you. Here's what you make. The audio and video alone. Make sure every one of you in the secret room check with anybody who know about audio video stages. There's this kind of people 1,000 or it costs more than. There's always north of 7 people. Not to say the rest of the night. Don't worry about you. We have a million events for you. We'll get put in a business. But you know what? You probably don't have $1,000, or you're not willing to spend $1,000 to buy a ticket. Or if you're somebody who don't have money to buy tickets, you're willing to sit up 2 days in the car and drive there. Just change your life. We've never understand the concept of life. Why millions and millions of people in the world always stay in poverty? Because those poor people don't have friends. No. Why people have degree and they're still poor, unemployed, have no savings, live in financial trouble? Is that they are not smart? Because they never have a chance. First of all, they have to think about changing their life. Or never have any place, any medium, anywhere to help them change their life. The USB is the biggest life-changing platform in North America, including Canada. You come here, change your life. The reason you show up here today because you want to change your life. But how bad you want to change it? Do you know yourself? In order to change your life, you have to go to the school. Maybe better for some of you who don't have money, you got to drive there for 20 hours to get there. And you sit there in that car for 20 hours. You go there and you drive like 20 hours. And you think about the trip you go. Is it worth it? Or you go there, just like some of the guys. One of the guys said, "I think income today. Come there during the power." That big poor guy. He said that I don't have money. I say, just borrow somebody to go to the gas and come and I give this somebody. So he comes to the gas and $200. All possible. And if you're from Amarat or Texas, but he did borrow people money to pay the gas, every time. Today, we have several CEOs. You have to invest into yourself. You have to find yourself. And the only person can change your life is yourself. But you have to create a situation that can change your life. We are here to help you to shake your vision today. Well, I'm borrowing some of you don't have visa, I understand. But I'm talking about the people who have visa. There are two things that people excuse and give me. They always tell me when they don't go to bed. I don't have time. I don't have money. But the last thing I checked, if I give them a free ticket to go to Paris, they have more time. Honestly, they go 2 days, but they can't go a week. And I have no money. Let's say you totally broke. Let's say to the guy, I have a solution for you. Go out, make sale with me. If you have license, I will do everything like you to sell. If you don't have license, I'll sell for you. Give me a couple of sales, I'll take care of you. No, there's no money problem. There's a brain problem. You don't have money. I don't have money, and I have a lot of guys who don't have money over the years. Many times I have guys who I rented a hotel room. He ended up showing up, his wife slept with my wife, I slept with him on the floor. I don't do this thing by easy. We go through hell without him. But the guy changed his life after that. I can train you every day. You're online here. Everybody is going to train you. It doesn't go far. Technical know-how. The product will not make move you. It not only you move. Your emotion will give you emotion, not my emotion. If you're gonna sit there and you get hurt big time in your heart, sorry. You know, you sit in that 10,000, you feel like a dagger, squeeze in your heart. And you think about your family, your children. In that same 10,000, you see so clearly who have manifested. That's where you find yourself at your best, at your greatest. I enjoy every moment of that in the last person. That's about it. So then we have don't have that bridge. And this is a very good about that goodness and freedom created. That's the first part. Then optimally the vision. And then after that, you own the vision. In other words, like simple, you got to create your own vision and you talk about your vision all the time. You talk about 100, 200, 300, you talk 1,000 times. I talk about building a new industry since 2004. Today, many people should say, what is new industry about? But I talk about another 10 years, 20 years. And I talk about building 30 million people until now I become so much believed in what I do. I think it's very easy to do things. I'm guessing. So you're going to have that vision. And you talk about that vision all the time. When I want to have 1,000 recruits a month, I talk about, I was a few hundred recruits a month. And just like you get 200, go down to 150, sometimes I have 200, we have 300, go back and forth. And one day I say, do or die, I will do 1,000. I got to break through 1,000. Every day, every day. Tuesday, Saturday, Super Saturday, I put poster, I write on the wall, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 a month. I say, my leader, Agnes, is going to do 300, John Woo going to do 300, whatever. I keep talking to those people, and they at the time, they may be only 30 people, but I keep talking to them to do 300. So I think about that 1,000 people all the time. Oh, yeah, but they don't do it. But I keep talking. I come to the point And all of a sudden I begin to travel, like I said to you, I feel like form a strategy. I might find something so wonderful about it. When you talk about something long enough, and you have to talk all the time. Because every time you talk about something, there are other guys that know it's not going to be able to get done. Okay? But you keep talking, the guy say no, you say yes. My wife say no, you're not going to make me say, I don't make me. She say one, I have to say 3 times. So we talk about it. And later on, they become reality. Not only I accept it, she has to accept it. And my kids say, because if you want to live with me, they have to live with that reason too. Or they quit. Nobody wants to quit. So then they begin, well, then we want to do it. Same thing with the guy running for the how about we check it long later, somebody will step up and help you. Same with me. The reason you run for rejected is usually somebody have about 2 people want to help you. And those are the kind of people who listen to you, believe you, rejected, that's what they do. So when I do 1,000, I have about 2 people who need to step up and say, I'll have 2,000. But I'm not paying long. Today, I want to turn it. I want to turn it and come up with the counter clock, I come up with campaigning. I cannot have people recruit for selling insurance to get them in 30 million. We gotta need a bigger plan. I thought if we have a million, we have to have 1,000. 30 million, I have 1,000, we have 1,000 people to fulfill. And I have to come up with something kind and keep selling about Titan. More people don't want to be part Titan. More people reject Titan. More people go Titan, but second one too much. But now, we have no choice. We have to do it. Back now, I was willing to put money into Titan. If you don't go Titan, I'm not going to take you. I take money from other places. So you have to have a vision. You have to talk about it. And you have to own it. You have to own your business. You own. When you say you want to do a 7-figure income, but some of you right now you want to do 1,000. ABC, a guy like you, can you do 1,000? Can you ever think about it? You're afraid. Because you're a guy who right now lives in 100 countries, you're free. That's why you're a problem. You have a problem. You don't have a problem with 1,000 because you can't do it. But because you're thinking right now, I'm really lucky I get 100 countries. But you know how many people in the company who have 1,000? That's plenty. But you have to start somewhere. You have to start a long time ago. I talked with the CEO last night and say, what is 1,000 to put a month is a move a forbidden place? And 10,000 to put a month, and you guys don't even think about what happens. But I break down to these guys and say, oh, you need to have 100 guys who can.
Why?
You talk about 100, oh, you need about 10 guys who can. But if you don't have a big vision, how many people, your action has to rise up to get that point. So the point where you guys right now, sitting here like these. What is your heart? You think about 3 recruits today, it's a big deal. Well, you think 3 recruits, you're going to get 3. But you'll never get it anyway. Some of you have to have the courage to think about, in fact, I suggest all of you right now, you got capable at this very moment in your life, no matter what you are, even if you're brand new, you can create a marketing organization or digital system that brings 100 people forward. Each one of you. then you change your vision very quick. You wake up with a clear destination, clear roadmap. Let's say PC right now, you want to have a language. Next one. You're waiting for next one. 1 week before next one, which means like 20 something a month, you begin to see how strong you feel. And then 7 days before you go a month, you got to try to see how I can get 100. So you prepare 7 days before a month. And you look at all your players who you want. Chances are right now, you don't have enough players to do 100. But maybe you will get there. So you start looking at all the people in your team. And you talk with them about, I want to do 100 in the next few months. Right now, last month we finished strong. We have a few days left. We're going to finish and finish this month with, let's say, 35. We need to get to 50 this month. And Joe, you do 10. Jack, you do 12. Mary, you do 8. Whatever. And I think we have a number to do 50. Now, you will have a game plan before the week month starts. And you have that. Tell the team next month will do this. So we have to finish strong with advance the next one. So your mind begins to work very strategic. This is how I feel like this. How I feel my father feels. So by a week before the month end, I prepare the ending. Also, I prepare the beginning. So people work the month, they already have the number in their hand. Some things so wonderful about this game. People like to have clear instructions. You work with people. Does anybody want to join you and be confused? No. Does anybody join you and know anything? Know exactly how to do it? No. People need clarity. People need clear direction. And they need leaders who show them the way. I know my role. Make sure everybody in my team knows what's the number. And I follow them. So before the month starts, I already have an idea how the number is going to look like. So I have all these people. I have Dilawa, I have Adeline, I have BC, I have Ola. All these people, this is what I expect. And give them a number and we will hit. Next one, we will double. So I talk about 2-3 months ahead of time, and the kids talk about that. They have two choices. Either they do on the game plan again, or they don't. So chances are, over time, they will follow that direction. People love to have a clear direction. That's what I do. So you work with me, don't worry, I will give you a clear direction, clear game plan, and clear goal. And you will follow up every day until you hit that level. And you hit that, but chances are we are not. Maybe this one we'll hit. We have another 42. And everybody is doing that. By the 40-something a month, I say we are behind our goal. Let's push it, push it. And we already have the number for the next one. You have to have a car. No, the car is useless unless you have a clear destination and a clear roadmap, which is your GPS. And you need to do it for your own mind. Do I lost anyone of you yet? No. I tell you about this business of building people. In order for you to lead people, you gotta know exactly where you want to go. You lead a group of men and women moving to the destination. So you've got to know your destination very good. You've got to create your own roadmap and your own GPS. And you have to believe that roadmap so much about yourself that become reality for you and your team. Just like you go to war, you have the war won inside your head before you begin to get to the battle. And you have to know that it's a long battle until everyone else will be successful. People who follow you are going to have a battle for the next few years until they achieve what they supposed to do. And I believe everyone, people who work with me, they will become a certain figure. And my job is to help them to get there. Right? So in our business here, it's about moving people. And I'm moving people every day. And I'm moving people to the meeting. And I move people to the big event. It's a cycle of moving people all the time with a clear direction. My goal is I want to get 100 recruits a month. I know if I can bring to an event about 50 people, I can close my eye, I have 100 recruits a month. This is the number game. I think when I get 100 people over the big event, I'm going to have 100 months. And I do 100 months long enough. So the roadmap very clear, because if you move the people to the big event, their vision stretch. By the larger number, some people want to go back and do something, some don't. But out of 50 people, we're going to begin to get somewhere between 50 to 100, and that's how we do it. So the big event is always. So let's say we bring. This time we can bring, let's say in Dallas, we bring 10,000 people. I think out of 10,000 people, more or less, we may be able to bring 1,000. Right now we're about 10,000. Right now we're about 7,000 people. I try to double that number. When I double number to the big event, I may have 10 double. Same with you. Okay? We are moving people that direction. So for those of you right now, whether you just go there by yourself, in fact you should. I was there. My first event, I bring 12 people. And I come back, most of them don't do anything, but out of 12 people, I have 2 people really step up, and the whole future starting from the first event. Those 2 people become MD, and we will create that momentum, and I become MC. And I become for people. For those of you right now, if you go by yourself, please do so, because you've got to have a good plan. If you bring about 5 people, you have a better chance. If you bring 10, you have a good chance like me. Some of you right now, you start 0, you probably can do 10, because we have almost 2 months to do for that. But some of you who can bring 100, the future will be wonderful. Okay. We are about to be done. At this moment, why is the best time according to me? Because I think you look into Canada or North America, including the US right now. If you live here in Toronto and you have a job, or you have a big job, or you have a job that you are not living, what do your future look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? How about inflation? Inflation can be very low for a long, long time. But inflation is now get to pretty serious. I don't know if you remember, maybe some of you too young, but I remember during, I think the 80s, my mortgage was 18%. 18%. In California. You know, I think that time was Jimmy Carter. That was one of the worst of times with the oil crisis. Then you have to say 90%. So the inflation like this, the state even 7%. Right now they talk about 9%. The 7% within 10 years, most of you is poorer 100%. Most of your assets, most of your saving is shrinking by half. So you stay at a job, inflation is going to grow this, but I don't think your income is going to grow 7 or 9%. Your retirement is shrinking. Everything you buy is increasing. Because the house will continue to rise. Right? It's so funny. It's basic economy. Canada don't grow a little about 9% of GDP. Canada not be flat or grow 1%. But inflation grow 9%, which means that for the same goods and services, now inflation you have to pay 7 or 9% more than the same goods and services. So when that thing happens, the cost of housing, the material and the higher, your cash decreasing in value lower. Your saving, your retirement are shrinking. So the gap between the rich and poor will be higher because in the inflation time, usually the bank have to create more money to buy the same good. Money circulation is higher. So that's why inflation occurs when the bank issue more money than the goods and services have. The more money circulation, the people who own assets price begin to go up. Real estate continues to go up. Your house over the last several years continues to go up. The car price and everything. The stock market continues to go up because people are going to create even more income gap to families. The rich will be richer. The rich do very well during inflation time, and the poor do very poorly. For the same goods and services, the poor people will do more, and the people will be suffering more. It's a wonderful time to educate people about money, about finance, about financial foundation. about assets, about the value of your money. It's about building a second business, about understanding how you work, about making more money with a team, about second source income, or about become part of the top. It's not just make money, make big money. So it's time for us to really understand the moment we have. Our business is very, very resilient. Our business is stock market proof, recession proof, and inflation proof. At any moment, we always bring in more people. Our number is going to keep growing. It should be some of them you're going to get that share. For those of you right now, the words in your hand. You don't have to check off the people around you. You get on the computer, your Zoom, connect with those people, and bring throughout all the office we have, not only Canada. Worship Computer have office all over all the states in the U.S. Why not bring in people from Texas, Illinois, California to be part of the team? Let them plug within our office in those places. We're going to do the training. And in the meantime, you bring them to the big event. Let us do work with you at home. Because those men and women need to stretch their vision and they need to change their life. This is the time right now for us to talk to people about changing lives. It's a very good subject. Maybe it feels a bit alien, but you talk and talk to become reality. Some people will recruit in one day, some people will recruit in 1 month, some people will recruit 1 year. When you keep talking, you're going to have more people who will be part of your team. And no better time than this. When career is questioned, the future is uncertain. The job
Đi xuống dưới cầu thang chưa?
You know, the retirement
Đi xuống
is facing challenges. All the things
cái tầng dưới mà.
you have a chance to be able to do this. And we are moving. How are you here?
Vợ phải đi vô bếp.
You may want to come to that.
Không, vợ phải vô bếp.
Okay.
Rồi thấy cái cầu thang xuống không?
I'll see you later.
Một phòng thôi.
Can you give you a few minutes of attention? Hello? I'm serious. I'm so motivated right now at this part of my
Xuống
life.
dưới tới tầng dưới chưa?
Many of you who work with me know that I now work even harder, stronger, more excited than ever.
Quẹo phải vô.
Many of you now work closer with me more than ever.
Tức là không phải quẹo phải mà nhìn thấy cái phòng nhỏ nhỏ ở trong có cái đường nhỏ nhỏ nữa.
I'm doing business with you for you. What you need to do right now is put yourself to become an SMD or work your way from
Mở đèn lên, mở đèn.
When you become an SMD,
mở đèn bên tay phải bên tường á có cái đèn.
You don't just want to become SMD and die out of it.
Đúng rồi, cái ba đó. Cái tủ trắng đựng đồ. Có cái nệm ở dưới đất.
Very big commitment from me to you. It doesn't exist anywhere in this industry, including community. Only in here that you have a man at my stage, my spirit, willing to work with you every single week, monitor your number, look into your bubble chart, Me, Alicia, John Woo, and Victor Samaro, and some other leaders are happy to join in, and we become your coach. We see each other every Monday, and we build you. But better yet, you build some MD. We build you to build some SMD. And your SMD will build by us. See, many of you right now, you build SMD, you have to build SMD, pretty tough, because they don't like to listen to you. But your SMD will listen to it. Because I have experience that you don't have. Like your SMD to be built by me. Not only that, I spend money to take them to the top 100 of your SMD. I take them to Egypt. Normally, if someone work with me, I would be hosting the meeting. Oh, by the way, I just conference about something. Essentially, in Egypt, we're going to have a dinner. We decided to have a great dinner. Everett and I will co-sponsor the location right in the peak of the pyramid for you. I would like to have dinner with us. That's the day. Oh, by the way, I think if you divided 60,000 into minutes. How many minutes worth a minute on my time? $60,000 divided 24 divided by 6 days. 60,000 divided by 24 hours divided by 60 minutes.
41.66.
$41 per minute. Per hour divided 24 hours. How many hours per hour?
2,500.
Come on.
2,500.
That's the well, you can hire somebody who pay $2,500 to coach you an hour, and then give you 2 hours every Monday, which is $5,000 Monday morning. Do you know that? Oh, I gotta go Paris. Since I won't stop that. I'm sure I spend time with you. I'm sure I go to Hawaii, have a Mai Tai on my hand. No, I have a big mission. I have a brand new mission. I want to build a thousand people like you. So why you not get the SMD? And why you don't do SMD so that I can, me and my group of leaders I work with. And we build a team. We want to change the building of leader become a predictable art, not something that you're so frustrated about. When you have an SMD, and if those people want to grow, put it on us. We work with those people for it. So now, for those of you who are not SMD yet, why don't you try to bring 10 people to that? Chance that I may have a shot become SMD. Some of you who have no 10 people, bring yourself over there so that you can make a decision to become SMD when you come back.
Awesome.
Hello.
And once you become an SMD, join us. We have open door.
Không, cứ đem vô nhà
Yeah.
bỏ bếp cũng được.
We want to bring 1,000 people into the finance program. So join us.
Một lát quay lại gặp lúc
And-
4 giờ.
And I tell you, You have 3 people in your team
Không,
who is part of Thailand program.
Trung Quốc đi về hay là còn ở đó?
You will become a CEO if you have 3 people.
Vậy hả? Cứ để trên bàn đi, để trên bàn bếp á, chỗ gần cái microwave. Ok, rồi.
The reason you have to go to the big event because it's so predictable. It's proven. That's why we put so much effort, and that's why I'm trying here to tell you to get yourself to that. Because we are ready to be part of a life-changing experience with you. So we want to change your life. So we have data, and right after data, we're going to have Thailand for you. Okay? So get yourself in the program, make that decision. There is no better investment than you can make in put yourself into that. All right, thank you guys. All right. And most important,